Welcome to the first episode of our community, the Banyamulenge community in South Africa. This is an initiative, a great initiative brought to us by one of our brothers to be able to discuss various aspects of our daily lives in South Africa and to communicate and share the current affairs back home. Today, we are going to have a conversation with my sister on my right here, and I welcome everyone behind the camera to participate. I want us to have a free conversation, and I hope we have a good time. My name is Alexis Manyota. I am the current president of the mutuality of Banyamulenge in South Africa. And this mutuality has been established in 2012. It was brought by one of our brother to the initiative, one of our brother, and shout out to him. So I want to welcome on my right my sister here to introduce herself.
Thank you. Urakoze cyane ndavuga mu rurimi rwacu uko bisanzwe. Nitwa Chantal Mabe, nanjye ntuye hano South Africa. Nkaba ndi umwe mu bagize ubuyobozi bw'Abanyamulenge hano South Africa. Nkaba ndi umujyanama hano muri community yacu ya South Africa. Nanje nk'uko bivuze nanje nageze hano South Africa mu 2013. Nasanze community yacu ifite ubuyobozi bwariho icyo gihe kandi bwari bwiza, turakomeza kugeza n'uyu munsi. Tukaba twishimiye intambwe tugezeho yo kugira ngo dutangire tujye tuvuga ibikorwa byacu dukora muri South Africa, uko tubayeho muri South Africa, kugira ngo mukomeze mwumve ko umunyamulenge wese ahari akurikirana ibikorwa by'umunyamulenge. Murakoze.
Thank you very much. Urakoze cyane Chantal. This is the first episode, and we have behind the camera someone who's going to participate, orient this conversation, and we get started.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm not alone, I have my other brother here. We prepared a couple of questions for you. Please feel free to respond in any language that you're comfortable with. But since we are talking to the community and the world at large, I think maybe mixing the two languages won't hurt anyone. So I have a couple of questions here. My brother as well. We'll be asking them. You can answer the best way you can. And then in the conversation, we'll probably come up with other questions. So the first question is, what is the Banyamulenge community in South Africa?
All right. I think I just said it in the introduction. The Banyamulenge community in South Africa is a community that was established in 2012, and the initiative happened when we were still few, and we thought, that we need to be together. And ever since, this community has had different leadership, and today I am the one leading this community. So this community has grown big, especially with time when most of the people in South Africa are youth, and we have families, but families that are between 30 to 40 years. You will understand that it's made of youth. They are the majority, and we have other youngsters also. So the community is made of professionals, small entrepreneurs doing small business. So yeah, we are together. We have different initiatives that we carry out, and basically that's the community we have here. I don't know if you can add something.
ngira ngo nta bindi byinshi twongeraho ukuye ko umuryango wacu South Africa ni umuryango wo kuduhuza, niwo witwa community y'Abanyamulenge South Africa, no kugira ngo tugire ihuriro tugomba guhuriramo twese, kandi buri muntu wese agira aho yisanga, hatazagira umuntu wundi wumva ko ari wenyine nagira South Africa. Ni umuryango ushira hamwe buri munyamulenge wese ugeze South Africa akisanga muri community hano y'Abanyamulenge South Africa. Ni umuryango wacu South Africa. Yeah.
Okay. What sort of activities do you usually do within the organization in terms of the structuring the community here? What activities does the Banyamulenge community, we'll be referring to it as BCS, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go first.
Ibikorwa dukora hano South Africa ni ibikorwa byo guhuza umuryango. Turafashanya iyo umuntu afite ikibazo, tuvuge wapfushije, umuryango ukuba hafi, ukakwegera, ukagufasha buri kimwe cyose wumva ko wenda uri wabaye uri muhira bakagufashije, umuryango wa South Africa urakwegera ukabigufasha. Mu gihe cyose waba ufite ubukwe cyangwa se ibirori bindi runaka, isabukuru z'abana, ibintu byose bijyanye n'ibyishimo, umuryango wa South Africa nawo urakwegera ukabigufashamo kugira ngo dukomeze twisange hamwe twese, no kugira ngo dukomeze twibumbire hamwe mu ihuriro ryacu ry'Abanyamulenge.
Yeah, what I can add on to what she said, we have social gatherings. Sometimes after some time when we've been into our own business, minding our own business, we find it necessary to gather and reflect back to how our current life is evolving, and reflect back to the what's happening back home. Apart from the social gatherings, there are other events that occur that we participate in. You know, like just like any community, you'd find some of our members having losing the loved ones, and then in that instance we'll have to organize the funerals, and when there are celebrations we get together and have good times. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about your country of origin?
Yeah, igihugu dukomoka muri Congo.
Which Congo? There are many Congos.
Oh, Congo Kinshasa. Tukaba tuva mu majyepfo, siko iwacu urasi mu majyepfo, siko bimeze mu burasirazuba bwa Congo. Tukaba twibumbiye ahantu mu bwoko bita Abanyamulenge. Mu Congo harimo amoko menshi, ariko twebwe turi mu bwoko bw'Abanyamulenge. Aho ngaho dutuye rero, aho duturuka muri Congo, dufitemo ahantu henshi twari dutuye, hariho imihana myinshi nkuko bavuga ngo quartier, ariko twebwe n'imihana niko twayitaga iwacu. Twari twibumbiye mu mihana myinshi, hari ahantu heza, hakaba hari higanjemo aborozi, abantu borora no guhinga. Ntago twari tuzi cyane iby'ubucuruzi, turi muri Congo ntago twari tubizi. Aho twari dutuye iwacu mu burasirazuba bwa Congo ntago twari tuzi ubucuruzi. Twari tuzi ko umuntu arya ari uko yahinze, akanywa amata ari uko yoroye inka. Ntago twari tuzi wenda ko amata bashobora kuyagura, cyangwa se ibiryo bashobora kugura ifu cyangwa ukagura nk'ibishimbo. Ntago twari tubizi. Iwacu twari tuzi ko umuntu wese ugomba kurya ari uko yagiye mu murima agahinga, ukanywa amata ari uko woroye inka. Aho ngaho niho iwacu, niho twari dutuye, nico gihugu, niko umuntu yavuga iwacu niko hari hameze. Murakoze.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think she said it best. You asked the question, what can we say about our country of origin? So it's DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. That's where we are from. in the eastern part. Democratic Republic of Congo is a country, a beautiful country, very rich in minerals, all kind of resources you find in DRC. And it's a country with a diverse population that has more than 450 tribes. So us being one of them. Maybe in the next episodes we'll discuss also some of the controversial statements made by some politicians in Congo trying to deny our tribe as Congolese, but we'll talk it maybe in the next episodes. So the Congo is a country of friendly people, very friendly, and our community is, as she said, was in the rural area, in an isolated area, and lifestyle being pastoralist. DRC is pretty much has a long history, but that's the few we can say about it now.
Okay, thank you. So you call yourself Banyamulenge. Well, where does that come from? What does it mean, first of all, Banyamulenge?
Okay, so Banyamulenge, without going into much of the details, they are named after a mountain called Mulenge. So in our language, in our dialect, to say the origin, Banyamulenge means the origin, it means that Mulenge mountain origins. So it basically says coming from Mulenge. So that's what the Banyamulenge means, because it emphasizes that you are from Mulenge. So yeah, that's where as the name comes from. Yeah.
Chantal, what languages do you speak?
Kinyamulenge.
Kinyamulenge. Is that all you speak back home?
No, we speak Swahili, so I just respond in English. We speak Swahili, or we speak Lingala, we speak French. Yeah, there's so many languages, but most of the languages that are common to our community is Kinyamulenge, Lingala, Swahili, French. That's a language that we speak.
Okay. And what are the specific challenges you face here in South Africa?
Specific challenges, cyangwa se reka mbivuge mu Kinyamulenge, ibibazo byihariye duhura nabyo South Africa. Duhura n'ibibazo by'uko turi impunzi ariko tutemewe kandi muri South Africa. Twe tudafite igihugu. Twaje duhunze kino gihugu iwacu muri Congo kubera ko hari ibibazo byinshi, ariko tugeze hano South Africa ibibazo bikomeye duhura nabyo nuko tutagira tutahawe impapuro z'ubuhunzi. Icyo nico kibazo gikomeye cyane, navuga ngo buri munyamurenge wese uri muri South Africa facing. Urebye mu bindi bihugu abantu bose bagiye bahunga muri Congo, aho bahungiye bagenda babahereza ubuhunzi, ariko twebwe turi hano South Africa bigaragara ko ni nkaho bataduhaye ubuhunzi kandi bazi neza ikibazo kiri iwacu ko turi impunzi. So ugasanga ibyo bintu biratugora. Ushobora ko abana kujya ku ishuri ni ikibazo, abana kuja mu bitaro ni ikibazo, abadamu kuja kubyara ni ikibazo. So usanga icyo nico kibazo kiri common, navuga ngo to facing hano muri South Africa. Yeah. So
when did you arrive here in South Africa?
Nageze South Africa mu 2013 ku itariki 4 z'ukwezi kwa 4.
So tomorrow is your birthday.
It's my birthday. Ngurire keke.
The community was already, the BCS
Yes.
Was already there?
Yeah, it was here.
How helpful was it?
That time, there were few people, but very caring people. Abantu bari bafite urukundo rwinshi kuko njyewe nza hano nari nzi umuntu umwe wenda igihe naje hano South Africa, wenda na president icyo gihe twari tuziranye, ariko ndibuka ko wenda nza hari umusaza wanje bambwiraga ko his big brother ko ari we wari inshuti yiwe, akambwira ko nawe ari hano. Urumva naje South Africa nzi abantu babiri. Icyo gihe naraje hano ariko nakiriwe n'umuntu w'umunyamahanga kubera ko icyo gihe community bari bakiri bakeya, ariko nyuma yaho bamaze kumenya amakuru ko hari umukobwa w'umunyamurenge waje hano waje gukora ubukwe, they were so excited and surprised in the same time. And like the way they were seeing things, I remember they were like, no, they couldn't believe that this is a true story. Like, yaje gukora ubukwe muri South Africa. Yeah, there were few people but very caring people. I was so happy because zose no matter njyewe niwe I can say ntabwo nagize ubukwe bunini cyane, ariko I was so happy kubera ko abantu baraje batanze know each other, ariko bamaze kumenya amakuru baraje bose turabana. I was very happy that time, and we keep carrying on. I remember since that time, and abantu bose byabahaye like bumvise courage yo kuvuga ngo buryo umuntu ashobora kuza akazana n'umudamu akubaka South Africa. So navuga ko ndi mu bantu bafunguye imigisha na South Africa. Yeah, so babonye ko bishoboka. Now tugeze mu mafamiye agera ku 30, sibyo president, amafamiye amaze kugera ku 30. Bivuga ko since that time we've been growing our community together and health and caring people. So yeah, we're very happy people in South Africa. That's what I can say. Yeah.
And Manyuza, is there any other challenge that perhaps?
Yeah, no, the challenge is, I would say, you know, she said pretty much one of the biggest challenge of, you know, having legal status. It's one of the biggest challenge. But, you know, the other challenge is just like someone coming from a different country, not knowing the language barriers is a challenge at first. And, you know, like ever since we've been here, there have been incidents of xenophobia in South Africa, which sometimes can be a concern to like everyone. Luckily, we never had any major incident happen to one of our member. But, but, you know, the challenges here are, you know, also, you know, access to some services. It can be a challenge also. You know, healthcare services, the welfare. You know, being a foreigner, of course, it's not easy for you to get some of the services. Yeah, and you know, every now and then you can encounter like a sort of foreign discrimination, you know, statements. But overall, our community in South Africa, they've been able to integrate properly in the communities here. And, you know, South Africa being also friendly people, having friendly people, it's quick to adapt. Yeah.
Okay. What structures do you have or plan on having to help your community here in South Africa? Are there any initiatives besides what you're already doing that you feel in the long run can be helpful to the Banyamulenge community?
Ibyo navuga nuko turacyarimo twiyubaka n'ubundi buri gihe abantu bakomeza biyubaka day by day. Ntabwo abantu biyubaka ngo bavuge ngo twageze aho twumva tugomba kugera. Oya, mufata step intambwe imwe none ejo mugatera iyindi, ejo mugatera iyindi. Intambwe twateye yo kugira ngo dushire umuryango hamwe tumenyane South Africa, dufashanye nkuko twabivuze kare, umuntu wese yisange mu muryango. Uzi ko umunyamurenge iyo yavaga hari yumvaga ko nk'ubu nsize umuryango wanje, ibyo nari mbikomojeho mu kanya gato mvuga igihe naje hano South Africa, numvaga ko nta tuvuge wenda ubwo ni umurara w'umuntu bya bindi bigize community yacu, ukavuga ngo nta undi mwene wacu nsanze hano n'indi muntu uzamfasha, ukumva nyine ni ikintu kikugoye ku mutima kubera ko wumva ko nta muntu mwene wanyu wendi usanze hano. Ariko naje gusobanukirwa ko icyo twakoze intambwe twateye no kumvisa umuntu wese ko ari mu muryango we, nta muntu uvuga ngo yasize umuryango oya, ahubwo hari n'abantu ngewe buriya wenda perezida arabizi, hari ukuntu nagiye nakira abantu benshi cyane bava imuhira iyo bavuye baza muri South Africa. Hari igihe umubyeyi aguhamagara iyo wakiriye umwana wiwe, umwana we akamubwira ukuntu yisanze mu umuryango w'abantu bamukunda bamufashije, akamubwira ati n'ibyo mwari kunkorera byose barabinkoreye, bakamubwira umva twari tuzi ko umwana wacu arigise tutazongera no kumubona cyangwa se agiye guhura n'ibibazo bikomeye, ukumva bari bafite impungenge nyinshi cyane. Ariko ubu nyine intambwe twateye nuko ababyeyi bose basigaye baza basa nka ari comfortable cyane. Nsiza mbibona kenshi iyo umuntu bamubwiye, hari abantu benshi bagenda bakora amaboko bakavuga ati okay ngizi nimero muhamagare, kuko akenshi nje mbashanga abantu benshi hano ati hamagara shanga. Iyo umuntu muhamagaye mugirira comfortable nkamubwira nti umwana arisanze mu muryango nta kibazo. So ugasanga iyo ni intambwe ya mbere twataye yo kubwira umunyamurenge wese uje South Africa ko yisanze mu muryango, akisanga akumva araruhutse, nta stress afite zuko yasize umuryango. Kandi ikindi nuko dufasha buri muntu, dufasha uko dushoboye, ntago navuga ngo dufasha abantu 100%, kandi burya 100% ntayibaho. Na papa wakubyaye na mama ntago baguhereza ibintu ngo wumve ko ibyo bagukoreye biri 100%, wumva ko still you have a shortage of something. So natwe rero nk'umuryango wa South Africa n'ubuyobozi bwa South Africa turagufasha, tugagufasha uko dushoboye muri bike byacu dufite. Ugiye kubaka tukagufasha. Iyo ni intambwe twateye kugira ngo umuntu wese yisange muri community, kandi dufasha umuntu wese kimwe n'ubundi. Mu bizaza uko twumva wenda umuryango wacu turifuza kwagura umuryango no kugira ibikorwa byinshi mu muryango wacu wagenda ukora South Africa, bitewe nuko dufite byinshi byo gukora iyo twaturutse back home. Uzi ko dufite byinshi ibibazo byinshi wacu. Ikintu twifuza nuko buri munyamurenge wese yakumva ko uri muri South Africa, yakumva ko devoir yiwe cyangwa se umukoro wiwe ari ukumenya ibyo twasize iwacu, ari ukutibagirwa gakondo yacu cyangwa se iwacu aho twavuye. Iyo niyo ntego yacu. Twumva ko buri muntu wese yagenda yumvisa ko afite umutwaro wo kuza hano. Uko tumeze kose numva ko tumeze neza nta kibazo dufite. Iyo abantu bafite inzu bararamo, bakarya, abantu bakambara, abana bakaja ku mashuri, ibyo ni ubuzima bw'ibanze. Hasigaye rero umutwaro dufite nuko twavuganira iwacu, niwe mutwaro ukomeye dufite. Umunyamurenge wese agomba kugira, umunyamurenge wese afite umutwaro kugira ngo tuvuganire iwacu, turebe ko ikibazo kiri iwacu cyazakemuka natwe tukazagira iwacu. Kuko nkuko perezida yarabivuze, kuba umunyamahanga we already feel it. Like being a foreigner is something that is hurting. Sometimes hari igihe ugera ahantu kuri service runaka wifuza, ukuntu bakwakira cyangwa se n'ibyo ubonye ukumva urababaye kubera ko utari iwanyu. So umutwaro w'umunyamurenge wese ni ukuzubaka iwacu, nico twifuza. Mwakoze.
What I can add on that, we are structured in such a way that we are very, very close to each other. So one of the main objectives that you would want your community to achieve is to be together, to have that union, and then make everyone feel comfortable as a family. So that, whenever you face any challenge in life, you have that support. So we need to have like a social support in our community, and we need to preserve our culture. So as I mentioned in the social gathering we every now and then do, the main aim on that is to preserve our culture, once we exchange, because we have kids being born here, that way they get to learn our culture and our ways. So we want to achieve the solidarity and the union, and in the long run, as she said, the community or this organization is still at the early stage, and it's made of youngsters. We are growing, and economically also we're growing. We will plan on having like major initiatives, such as like focusing on education, and make sure that we are having people learning different skills that we believe one day will be able to apply back home, because as I said earlier, it's an isolated area. We need to have to get it developed, and it will only happen when we apply the skills we get from diaspora. And I'm saying this because I know many of our community members are in diaspora because of the wars that happened. The majority of our community are in exile, and the initiatives such as leadership development in our community, initiatives such as like economic empowerment, are initiatives that we plan to have in future. And it's good because we do it in solidarity, in union. I must mention that every way that Banyamulenge is in South Africa has a representation. We have different provinces, and we have our members in Mpumalanga. We have representation there in our community. We have members in Durban, so that we can be able to follow up on the minor details of the well-being of our members. So the initiatives are still yet to be built in our community, raise consciousness of our people, and really not get out of touch of our base or our home, which is the whole plateau of the Congo. Yeah.
Okay, it's good you mentioned the structure there, the organizational structure of the Banyamulenge community in South Africa. I wanted to elaborate a little bit more. I understand you're the president.
Yeah.
You're also part of the committee. So how does it work? Is it only the two of you? How does it work exactly?
Okay, yeah, so the community is, the structure of the community, we have the General Assembly, which is made of every member of the community, and as of today, the members are only Banyamulenge. So we have the General Assembly, and we have the Executive Committee. So the Executive Committee has the President, the Vice President, Secretary, and the Treasurer, and two advisors. So those are the people we have. And then we have the representatives of provinces. Yeah.